It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
As the sun sets over the home of the Redbirds, Allentown High School, the site for tonight's scene between the Allentown Redbirds and the Irish of Notre Dame here on the WBCB Sports Network. Hello again, everybody. Mike Warren alongside Rich Sale. Great to be with you. High school football action continues as we dive deeper into the month of October. Teams continue to find their identity, and for the Irish, winners of two of their last three and a momentous 14-7 victory last week over Nottingham. As I welcome my broadcast partner Rich Sale into our Trentonian pregame festivities. Rich, a good win last week for Notre Dame. A quarterback change in the middle of that game last week. Two seniors on the depth chart. They turned to Dylan White after a slow start from Matt Roush, and White took advantage. A touchdown through the air last week, finding Zamir Jones, and the offense was able to find their stride in the second half. A scoreless first half in that game last week between Nottingham and Notre Dame. But for the offense for Notre Dame, they looked good once they went to White, and they were able to pick up the victory, winners of two of their last three now.
Yeah, and you can see in the Notre Dame win, they were balanced on offense. They were able to throw efficiently, but also run the ball efficiently. And a big part of that has been running back senior Jaden Davis, 6 touchdowns, almost 600 yards on the season. And then Zamir Jones, like you just mentioned a moment ago, 4 touchdowns on the season, 334 yards. So I think as long as Dylan White can continue that efficiency that he was, 11-16, 123 yards. He did throw a touchdown pass. So if they can get that balance with efficiency, it could give them some really good positive upswing to continue those wins.
And for the Irish defensively, 3-5 on the season overall this year. And when they've gotten their 3 victories, they've held the run game to the opposition to just less than 170 rushing yards at least in those 3 wins each week. Last week holding Nottingham to less than 135 yards on the ground rushing-wise. And that's going to be another key for this defense tonight. A name to watch out for sure on this defense is Dylan Bundick. He was all over the place for Notre Dame last week in the victory.
Yeah, he was, and he's got 4 sacks in the season. He's going to be one of those guys that Allentown's going to have to keep an eye on when we get to Allentown. But the biggest thing, that number, 170, as you mentioned a moment ago, I'm sure that's been circled all over in the meeting rooms. It's in a big number. 170 is the key. They can hold them under, stop the run, and considering this matchup, particularly this matchup with the quarterback for Allentown, he's going to run. If they can stop the run and then make those pass rushers go with Villarelli and Bundick, they got a good chance to really keep the defense going and make sure that it's simple, stop the run, and then rush upfield and get to the quarterback and get some takeaways.
Well, let's talk about Allentown a little bit. We talked about the Irish. Now let's talk about the Redbirds. Just 1-7 to start this season. But the one thing that these two teams definitely have in common is that they've both beaten Nottingham this year. And when the offense is going good for Allentown, who are some guys that we have to look out for tonight?
Well, first off, they're going to get a double dose today of senior quarterback Anthony O'Rourke. He's over 1,000 yards total, passing and rushing. 651 through the air, 442 on the ground, 4 touchdowns through the air, 1 rushing touchdown in the season. But the big name outside of the dual threat quarterback Anthony O'Rourke is running back Kevin Cunningham. He's a senior, 335 rushing yards, 6 touchdowns. So you know if it's inside the 10, inside the 5, Cunningham's going to be the guy that's going to be getting the ball. And then you got Luke Laurinaitis, one of the senior receivers, 11 catches, 196 yards, 2 scores for him on the year. So Laurinaitis, Kevin Cunningham, those are the 2 guys as far as the weapons to surround Anthony O'Rourke.
And this offense is going to have to be the driving force for Allentown if they're going to get the victory tonight against Notre Dame. They're going to have to look for some long drives, keep this Irish defense on the field, because for the Allentown defense over this 5-game losing skid, they've allowed 202 points. Things have not been good for them offensively or defensively, as they have failed to score more than a touchdown in 4 straight games. So hoping to get back on track here on senior night for the Allentown Redbirds, and a familiar foe in the Notre Dame Irish, as last year this 2-team matchup, it was a fun one at Notre Dame with the Irish walking off the field 31-28 in overtime. Sebastian Switek, the now senior kicker, taking home the victory for Notre Dame, and he drilled a game-winning field goal in overtime from 23 yards out Switek still on this Notre Dame roster. We'll see if he plays a role in this one tonight. And here come the Irish as they get set to take the field. And offensively, we talked about this Notre Dame team just a little bit. Jaden Davis, the guy to watch out for the Irish. He leads them in touchdowns on the season this year, both on the ground and as a whole. And he's really a threat in the special teams game as well, Rich. We've seen him take a number of returns back for touchdowns this season, but really flipping the field. If Davis is able to get a number of strong returns in this one tonight, like he has this season, could really help this Irish offense start in good field position.
Yeah, and I think that he's the X factor. If he can not only affect Notre Dame's offense well through the running game, if he can get a big return on special teams, which I think is one of the two things that I think will decide this game. Who can take advantage on the special teams return yardage, and then who can get the takeaways. Both teams have been, 4 interceptions for Allentown, and Notre Dame, 3 fumble recoveries off 3 forced fumbles, 3 interceptions, so 6-4 in the takeaways department. Two things I'm curious at. Well, I think that they'll decide this game will be the special teams returning game. Who can get the big return, set their team in short field that'll lead to scores, and then who can get the takeaways.
The Allentown Redbirds taking the field with some pretty cool red smoke around them as they take the field here tonight against the Irish. It's the 1-7 Redbirds of Allentown here on their senior night, playing host to the Irish of Notre Dame. Kickoff coming up next here from the home of the Redbirds at Allentown High School. You're watching high school football on WBCB. Don't go anywhere.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, I'm Errol Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, I'm Errol Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs for acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
We're all right now, I think.
Back here at Allentown High School, moments away from the national anthem between the Notre Dame Irish and the Allentown Redbirds. We'll be right back here on WBCB.
Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Today's game is brought to you by Team Toyota, the Revere Restaurant, Notre Dame High School, the NJEA, Kessel Dermatology, the Capital Health System, Haldeman Ford, the Trentonian, the Italian People's Bakery, Jammer Doors, Hyundai of Trenton, all proud to bring you today's coverage on the WBCB Sports Network. The Irish won the toss. They elected to defer. They will kick things away. We'll see the Notre Dame defense on the field to begin, and we'll get to see Anthony O'Rourke, who Rich did a fine job highlighting during our Trentonian pregame show. O'Rourke, as you mentioned, he's got over 1,000 yards of total offense combined this season, Rich. And he's somebody that can do a little bit of everything for this offense. And when you talk about O'Rourke here on senior night, he's going to want to leave his presence felt on this field, one of the last times he gets to play here on this field.
Yeah, and obviously senior night, opening drive, there's obviously some positive anxiety that, you know, it's your last home game and you want to start off strong, and a good way to start on opening drive if you can get some points, of course.
Booming kick deep and fielded inside the 5, wrapped up around the 15-yard line. On the return was Nick Visconti. Visconti brought down around the 15, and we'll see the Allentown Redbird offense. And they'll set up shop shy of the 20-yard line to begin here tonight. Work from the far side of the field. We'll see Anthony O'Rourke at quarterback, Kevin Cunningham, the starting running back tonight. Elijah Says, the tight end. Luke Laurinaitis and Eddie Telmani, along with Jacob Gialinella out at wide receiver. Here's O'Rourke, bootlegging right, pass is incomplete. Intended for his wideout and just over the outstretched hands of Joe Franzone.
Okay. Yeah, and that pass from O'Rourke just sailed a little bit outside, and they had some space, could have got some good quick yards there, Mike, but, you know, this is the thing with Allentown that they got to do, get into manageable downs, 2nd and 6, second downs.
On the ground, here they go, Allentown up the middle. Looked like it was Cunningham this time. He fights his way forward. A modest gain on that play brings up 3rd down and still a ways to go. O'Rourke empty set. He'll bootleg right side. Looking for a man. Hit as he throws. Ball lofted. Incomplete. Intended for Elijah Says. On the coverage for the Irish, 2 men, Joseph Conway, the first man there, alongside Dean Garbolino. Jaden Davis will head back to receive, and coming on to punt for the Redbirds, it looks like it'll be Says or Luke Laurinaitis. Looks like Laurinaitis will get set to punt. Davis inside the 50, back there with Max Pelzer right around the 47. Snap handled by Laurinaitis, and a very good punt with a deep spiral that heads well into Notre Dame territory and heads out of bounds around the 40-yard line. That's where they'll mark it. And Dylan White, the senior quarterback, he took over last week against Nottingham and picked up the win, the 3rd one of the season for Notre Dame. He'll get his first start here against Allentown. 1st and 10 for Notre Dame from their own 40-yard line, and here comes White. Don't forget, you miss any of today's action, read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. If you're reading for any of your local news nationally, 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. Tomorrow's edition of this game, or today's game will be in tomorrow's edition. Can't talk. Swing pass, left side. Zamir Jones turning it upfield. Ball comes out. And the Irish, I believe, fall back on it. Handsy defense from the Redbirds to start. Looked like stripping that one free was Cesar Pena to begin.
Yeah, Allentown almost comes away with that, fumble right there. I mean, if they can get something going, Notre Dame's doing a good job with, trying to get into some swing passes, try to get into some favorable down and distances right here. And if they can get it going, that'll be a good start for them.
White pressured and sacked. Allentown brings a blitz, and they get home. Kevin Cunningham off the edge at linebacker. Third and long for Notre Dame. White throws over the middle. Jones complete. Bringing it up the middle and shouldered down right around the yard to gain. It's going to be 4th and short by about 2 to 3 yards. Decision time here for the Irish. 4th and 2, the offense stays on, they go no huddle. Pistol set, here's White. Going hard count. Looks over towards the sideline for the sign. Musa Kamara, the low man. Clock and Pelzer at the top of the screen. White taking his time here on 4th down. Moves Davis to his right, now in the gun. White throws right side, pass is caught. No, it's not, incomplete. It's a fumble. Allentown has it. Pass was complete to Joseph Clock. The ball comes out. And forcing a turnover are the Redbirds as they come up with it and take over. Hunter Trippa comes up with the loose ball. And Allentown 1st and 10 from their own 44.
And that's a good start for the Allentown defense. They get a takeaway on 4th down there. I mean, they started a pretty good field position. Now it's, can they capitalize?
O'Rourke throwing right side, screen pass complete. Villarelli can't make the tackle, slipping defenders and fighting past the line of scrimmage. That time was the wideout Edward Telmany. Second down and 8. Crowded backfield, on the ground. And bottled up, going nowhere fast was Nick Visconti. The Irish get on him quickly. 3rd down and about 7. Shotgun snap, O'Rourke, delayed carry up the middle, tackled shy of the sticks. It's going to bring up 4th down and a long 1. Almost 2. Offense stays on the field for Allentown. O'Rourke takes the snap. Keeps pressure up the middle. He's stacked at the line of scrimmage. The Irish defense forces the turnover on downs.
Good job, D. Good job, D. Let's go, boys. This is going to be a standing game.
The Redbirds forced to punt. And Jaden Davis
Do it again, guys. Hang on the ball.
will get ready to receive. Timeout, or excuse me, 4th. My head's not in the right space tonight. The offense is going to come out on the field. A turnover on downs. Good field position, right shy of midfield at the 49. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. Oh, man. Musa Kamara in motion here for Notre Dame. White with pressure, screen pass complete. It's Davis looking for blockers. Slips a man at the 45 and tackled at the 44.
Keep it moving. There you go.
And I like the start to Notre Dame on offense so far. They're trying to get some quick passes for Dylan White to get him comfortable, and they're kind of working to get into manageable downs. I do like the start of what they're trying to do for Dylan White. Get him into some easy, comfortable down and distances. Give him some plays that he's comfortable with to give him opportunities to easily move the chains for Notre Dame.
Unsportsmanlike conduct called against Notre Dame. Seems like Jaden Davis and some others getting into it. Some words being exchanged with some guys across the line of scrimmage with Allentown. Second down. About 18 to go here for Notre Dame. White back to his left. Justin McAteau. White slinging left. There's nobody there. A miscue between Zamir Jones and Dylan White as somebody had one thing in their mind and someone else had the other. Third and long.
And then on sportsmanlike before, Mike, I mean, now you go from a second and manageable to now third and long because of that incomplete pass. I mean, it's little things like that can separate a good drive with a good end result on the possession to behind the chains and getting yourself in another opportunity where you might have to punt.
Here's White on third and long, throwing right side, complete to Pelzer. Makes a move at his own 45, and he's bottled up shy of the 50. Well shy of the sticks. Punt team forced on here for Notre Dame. Emotions high early in this one. The offense set backwards after the unsportsmanlike conduct. And the undisciplined tendencies continue this season for Notre Dame as it forces the punt team onto the field here. Chris Bailey, a late addition here for the punt team. Switek ready to boot it away. Punt almost blocked, fair caught. Right around the 20-yard line. Visconti there for the fair catch. First and 10 for Allentown. Still scoreless. Quarter number one, 6:01 to play. As we remind you about Haldeman Ford, celebrating 50 years of business, supporting your community. Haldeman Ford on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors. That's what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford, celebrating 50 years of business. O'Rourke and the Redbirds offense from their own 18. Takes the snap and throws right side. Visconti has it, but he falls to the surface. Quite the loss on this one. It'll bring up second down and about 15. Visconti looked like he had blockers there, but the footing that time just a bit lost on him. O'Rourke throwing right side, pass is complete to Says. Bowling his way down the sideline, fighting through Irish defenders and finally brought down out of bounds. Great completion on that play. Set up third and manageable. Looks like third and about 4 here. Redbirds get about 11 back on that play. O'Rourke, jumbo set. Movement up front from Notre Dame, but they stay on their side of the line. Redbirds look over towards their sideline for the play. O'Rourke keeps on the read, and he's swung down quickly. Gets a couple on the carry, but he's still short of the first down marker. It brings up fourth down, and another punt decision here from Allentown as they're deep in their own territory still. Another strong stand from this Irish defense.
Let's go. Oh.
We'll see if Notre Dame can stay a little bit more disciplined here this time around offensively, as they did have some good things going for them, but Laurinaitis this time a wobbler of a punt, bounces out of bounds, and this is going to be in Allentown territory if my eyes are correct. They got it going out at the 50. Looked like it bounced out at the Allentown 48, but either way, the ball at midfield here for Notre Dame as the offense comes back on. Just under 4 to go here in the first quarter, still scoreless. One thing over this last couple of weeks, really, Rich, you can say about this Notre Dame defense, they have really amped up their game and turned their performance up a notch.
Yeah, they have, and you can see they're closing up the easy gaps for them inside. I mean, they're very disciplined in not letting much north and south runs beat them. They're kind of making Allentown work east and west, and so far Allentown has not had that much success running east and west instead of north and south.
Jaden Davis was about to break free. They called him down on the ground, a strong carry as he gets about 6 on the first down handoff. I don't know about that one. Tough to see. He was in a crowd, and Davis does get lost behind those defenders and behind those blockers. But a strong carry on first down. They give him 5. Here's second and just as many to go. Davis to the left of White. Snap taken, White's gonna keep, design run, gets back to the line of scrimmage and fights his way forward for a couple extra. Looked like nothing happening there, but White putting the strength on display. 3rd and short. O'Rourke directing traffic. Or excuse me, White directing traffic at the line. Handoff is to Davis. He goes up the middle.
He got that. Forward progress.
And we'll see where they spot this one. He looks like he's right around the 40, and that's where the marker is. They mark him shy of the 40, 4th and inches. Notre Dame's going to go for it. And the Irish fans and coaches even not a fan of that call or that spot. Fourth and short, White rushes up to the line, takes the snap, sneaks it up the middle. He's met at the line. White! We'll see where the spot is. Allentown thinks they've got the stop. And forward progress for White at the end of the run. They call it a game of inches for a reason, and you saw it on that play.
I was going to say that is the perfect example and definition of a game of inches, Mike.
Shotgun snap taken by White. It's to Davis on the ground right side. Bouncing it wide and bottled up around the 35. Tackle made defensively by the linebacker, Dominic Kolbeck.
Keep it moving. Let's go.
Second down and about 7. Pelzer and Clock to the right of White at the line. Split receiver set, Jones and Camara, the low men to the left. White wants to throw, looks right, floats, sideline. Pass is too far past Joseph Clock and falls incomplete. Clock stops with 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. 3rd down and 7.
And that was a good opportunity to kind of take a chance there, trying to take a shot down the field, and just a little bit too much mustard there for Dylan White. But I do like what I'm seeing so far through this first quarter of not only just his ability throwing the ball, but the fact that we're seeing him use his legs, and he got a key first down for this Notre Dame offense.
3rd and 7, Notre Dame trying to keep this drive alive. White looking right, throwing that way, and the pass is incomplete. Receivers to the ground. Notre Dame wants a flag for a hold, but they're not going to get one. And it is 4th down and about 7 to go. Fourth and 7, the offense stays on the field. Might see a hard count here from Notre Dame. Try and draw these guys off sides potentially, but this Allentown defense, you got to give them credit to start this one. This game plan's been strong. 4th down looming and the first timeout taken, Notre Dame. As they get to the line late, they'll have to burn their first timeout. Now open on Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville. The region's newest showroom for garage doors, jammer doors, and windows. 2480 Brunswick Pike, opposite the Lawrence Shopping Center. New Jersey and Bucks County's premier showroom for garage doors, jammer doors, and windows. Hopes you enjoy tonight's game on WBCB. Well, Rich, almost 1 quarter through, still scoreless, and it seems like so far just you got to give credit to the defenses as they've been able to take advantage of some of the miscues.
Yeah, it's been the game of stops, and when it comes to that 50-yard line, I mean, you know, past the 50 even, it's just been like a wall so far. Is trying to get who can break into the 30 and going in. That's kind of what I think will be the story as this game goes on, because somebody's going to have to find a way to break through that wall and get going. And right now, I mean, yes, like you said, Mike, I mean, Allentown's defense already with a takeaway on a 4th down stop. Notre Dame with a critical stop of their own too. So it comes down to me, like, who can extend and sustain their drives on offense.
Empty set for White. Davis in motion. White drops back. Screen pass to Jones. Looking for a blocker. Fighting his way forward, and he's going to be close to that 1st down marker, and it looks like he's got it. Zamir Jones on the second drive alive. 1st and 10 for Notre Dame inside the Redbirds 30. Same formation here for the Irish. White on the keeper, bounces it left. Met and swung down. A pack of Redbirds got to him quickly, a loud pop on that hit on White. As he does get a yard. 1 quarter in the books. Scoreless here from Allentown High School. You're watching high school football on WBCB. We'll be right back. On to quarter number 2. Two familiar foes, a rematch almost a year later, 31-28 the score last year. The Irish victorious in overtime as Sebastian Switek, the now senior kicker, able to walk the Irish off the field victorious that night. Notre Dame driving at 2nd and 9 as we begin quarter number 2 here from Allentown. Davis the back to the right of White in the gun. Play action, White pressured, rolls to his right, extends the play, pass is incomplete. Was looking for Zamir Jones, through his hands and falling to the turf. 3rd down. A Great turnout on hand here on senior night for Allentown. The Irish faithful showing out in full force. The flock for Allentown, a blackout for them tonight across the ways. Here on the Allentown side of things, we're on the Notre Dame side tonight, the opposite press box. This is 3rd down and about 9. White throws right side, pass complete. Justin Mercado on the catch, and he's bottled up by Says. Nowhere to go. 4th down. Mercado a bit shaken up after that one, as he's slow to head back towards the huddle. Fourth down looming here. Notre Dame taking their time getting this play in from the sideline. Far judge has his hand up. Notre Dame's going to hurry up to get this snap off. They might have a delay of game. White just does get it off. Pass thrown and incomplete. A turnover on downs. White was looking for Joseph Clock on the out route, but it falls incomplete and a turnover on downs. Here's O'Rourke on the bootleg. Pressure from Batoni backside. Pass lofted. Incomplete. Max Pelzer there on the coverage for the Irish. Pass intended for Telmany, and it's 2nd and 10. A lot of bootlegs for Anthony O'Rourke. They like to get him moving around in that backfield.
And a lot of Allentown's plays on the first play of their drives have been moving to the right. That looks like to be the side that O'Rourke is more comfortable trying to move. And that's kind of just been now where if they can kind of get him to extend
Hand
his
off
legs.
right side, it's Cunningham. He turns it upfield, and he's bottled up and brought down at the 36. Looks like he's good enough for the first down. O'Rourke going in the pistol here. And actually, this is 3rd and short. O'Rourke with pressure. Shakes a man, turns it upfield, and it looks like he's going to have the first down. He's very close to that first down marker. And the spot, we'll see. They do get the first down. O'Rourke just does get past that first down marker. Crowded backfield here for Allentown on 1st and 10. Direct snap, it's Cunningham. Looking for space right side, bowls his way forward. And a strong carry on first down as he does find about 4. Make it 3, 2nd and 7.
And it looks like Allentown is trying to work that edge a little bit on the right side, kind of trying to get O'Rourke to make plays with his legs on the outside, kind of work up towards the hashes. And he had the one play that resulted in a first, got 3 there, and good manageable down there for Allentown on offense.
Back on the ground, but the ground defense is there this time for Notre Dame. Dylan Bundick and company getting there on the stop. 3rd and 7. Looming for Allentown. Pass thrown over the middle and complete. Good enough for the first down on a gain of 9. With Telmany. Looked like Garbolino there on the tackle for the Irish. Allentown keeping the sticks moving. Pass thrown right side, it's caught. Making defenders miss is the receiver, Visconti. Fights his way forward past the line of scrimmage just for a yard. It's 2nd and 9. 8:30 and counting here in the first half. Zeros on the scoreboard, a lot like last week here for Notre Dame against Nottingham. A scoreless first half for them. O'Rourke in the pistol goes with a couple of hard counts before looking over towards the Redbirds sideline. O'Rourke dropping back, launches deep down the sideline. Pass is caught. Visconti with a first down and more. O'Rourke found Visconti down the sideline. Able to connect before being thrown down. They mark him at the 25. Pitch left side. Back to Visconti, looking for the edge. And he's tripped up shy of the line of scrimmage, it looks like. Maybe just past it. Clock continues to tick, under 8 minutes to play. Visconti a bit shaken up. After that carry, he'll have to miss this play as he makes his way to the sideline. Handoff, it's Cunningham right side. Met quickly by the front 7 of the Irish. Sunil Kume getting in there, making things happen on the defensive line as he combines with a few others for the stop. 3rd and long here for Allentown. Notre Dame looking for a stop. Allentown trying to march down this field and keep the drive alive. Empty set for O'Rourke. Irish show blitz. O'Rourke drops back, throws right side, pass is caught. Swung down out of bounds. The pass complete. I believe it was caught that time by number 11, Daniel Lazen. Gain of 8 makes it 4th and 1. Direct snap, Cunningham up the middle. First down and more, but a flag is thrown. This one might be coming back. It is a face mask against Notre Dame. The run will stand, and they'll tack on some more half the distance to the goal at the end of the carry. First and goal from about the 3. Redbirds in striking distance. Cunningham on the direct snap. They go back to him, and he's in for the touchdown. Kevin Cunningham from 3 yards out. Allentown finds pay dirt first in this one. Taking advantage of the turnover on downs, and the Redbirds march it all the way down the field. And the extra point team coming on here. Laurinaitis on for the kick. Good snap, good hold. Kick is off the upright and no good. 6-0 the score with 6:15 remaining here in the first half. Notre Dame trailing the hometown Redbirds here on senior night. Complimentary football from the Redbirds. They get the 4th down stop they need, Rich. And O'Rourke connecting through the air on the deep ball down the sideline to Visconti. And Cunningham finishing the drive from just a handful out.
Yeah, and Allentown converted a couple of those big plays. That one throw to Visconti on the right side for O'Rourke, that was the big play of that drive. But I think that the good thing for Allentown is they finally got a score. They finally got a lead. They can build with some confidence, and that's exactly what you want to do. Find a way to kind of put a scoring drive together, and we saw the balance, the running game, the big play through the air. I think if Allentown's going to have to make some big plays in this game, it might have to come through the air sometimes instead of relying just on Kevin Cunningham in the ground game, Mike.
A strong drive from the Redbirds. The extra point no good. Laurinaitis back on to boot things away as Pelzer and Davis are deep to receive for Notre Dame. Laurinaitis, a pooch kick, drops around the 25. Pelzer on a bounce, cuts it up at the 30, spins at the 35 and tripped up right around the 36. Strong return for Pelzer. They'll put it right at the 37. 1st and 10 here for the Irish with 6:07 left in the first half. Don't forget, you miss any of today's action, read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. Dylan White in the offense. Return to the field here for Notre Dame. Plenty of time left in this first half, trailing by a score. Shotgun set, White with Davis to his right. White will boot and keep. Lowers his shoulder and finds his way forward for about 4. Saw White using his legs quite a bit last week against Nottingham. We've seen it already here tonight. Just hasn't been able to break any real big carries just yet. They call it a gain of 3 officially. Here's White, back on the ground, still going, strong running from White. He's got the first down by a yard, but a flag is thrown. A hold is going to be called against Dom Caniglio. And this will come back for Notre Dame. Another self-inflicted wound. Setback for Notre Dame. The holding penalty, a potential drive killer. 2nd down and 17. Second and 17, the ball back on the Notre Dame 30. White takes the shotgun snap. Lofts it deep for Camara. It's incomplete. Laurinaitis on the coverage, got a hand on that one as White looked for the back shoulder ball to Musa Camara, his first target of the night. Camara had a catch last week for 22 yards. It came in the first quarter, but after that, did not get a target for the rest of the night. Camara garnering a lot of D1 looks. The wide receiver for Notre Dame. As they try to get him going, here's 3rd and long. Davis to the left of White. With time, White steps up and throws. Pass is caught by Clock. Battling his way across the 40 and stood up by O'Rourke and a company of Redbirds. 4th down looming and about 7 to go. The punt team going to come on for Notre Dame.
And I think if you look at Notre Dame's offensive drives minus the penalties, they've been moving the ball pretty good. It's just they're kind of beating themselves with those self-inflicted wounds. kind of getting into those second and longs behind the chains. They got to just stay ahead of the chains, but they got to keep themselves composed into avoiding themselves behind the chains continuously, and that's the problem, I think, right now as to why Notre Dame hasn't quite moved it as well as they expect right now in this first half.
Punt from Switek hurried as pressure got there quick. It's down around the 40-yard line. And good field position to start yet again here for Allentown. 4:14 to go in the first half. The Italian People's Bakery, proud to support high school sports on WBCB. Pay them a visit, 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. So O'Rourke in the offense back on here for Allentown. They keep it on the ground, working right side, and nothing there. The Irish defense had that one read. Clock will tick, second down. And I think he lost a yard on that play. Lost 2 at 2nd and 12. Back in motion, O'Rourke up the middle, slips a defender and keeps the legs moving. O'Rourke with a strong carry of almost 9. Give him 7, the official spot. It's 3rd and about 5. Nearing 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Pistol set. O'Rourke taking his time. The ball at the 45-yard line. Here's O'Rourke, wants to throw. Blitz on from the Irish. Ball is loose. Bundick to the turf. Still loose. And Spearnock has it. Anthony Merlino off the edge, forces the strip sack fumble, and Luke Spearnock comes up with it for the Irish. Merlino came off the edge. I don't know if anybody blocked him as he got in there to make the play. The best field position for this Notre Dame offense all night. Here from the Allentown 30.
And that's what the doctor dialed up for Notre Dame's defense right there. Clean blitz off the edge. They got the takeaway. Now they got to capitalize on a short field.
White pitches right. It's Davis looking for space, dancing around, fights his way just back to the line of scrimmage and finally swung down. Davis able to get a yard, I believe. We'll see where they spot it. 2nd and about 9. Nearing 2 minutes to go in the first half.
At least they can say, I don't care. They can move up here if they want. Let's go, Irish.
Camara in motion from left to right. White drops back, throws, pass caught. But Davis is going nowhere. Big tackle at the line of scrimmage. It's Dominic Kolbeck. 3rd and long.
If more people stand, are you going to be able to see?
125 and counting. Here's White with Davis to his right. Play action. White throws down the middle. Jones can't haul it in. A little too far out in front. It would have been a walk-in touchdown for the Irish. 4th and 9. Notre Dame keeping the offense on the field for the time being. We've seen this a lot this season. They take quite some time here on 4th down to get the play in. Now everybody over towards the sideline. They have to rush back to the line of scrimmage. And now they take a timeout with 1:14 to go. Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community, Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford, proud to sponsor tonight's game on WBCB. So 4th down here for Notre Dame. Somebody in the crowd wanted them to kick the field goal. Switek does have a very strong leg, but this would be about a 37-yard field goal for him, which again does have the leg for it, but tough to tell from where we are located which direction the wind is blowing, if any. The socks on the uprights are straight down, so it doesn't seem like there's any significant breeze. The offense is coming back on the field after the timeout for Notre Dame. This is 4th down, about 8 yards to go. White drops back, launches left side, it's caught. Pelzer turns it upfield, still on his feet, fighting off Redbirds. 1st and goal for Notre Dame inside the 5. Irish go no huddle. Jones, the tight end, to the right. White gives it to Davis. Looking right side. Barreled down at the 1-yard line, and a flag comes in at the end of the play. Laurinaitis on the stop for the Redbirds. And I think, well, let's just see. We'll see who this is against. I believe that was illegal contact called, illegal substitution called against Allentown. Down marker shows 2nd down. Goal to go. Clock stopped, 44 seconds here in the 1st half. Notre Dame trailing 6-0. The Irish offense heads over towards the sideline to get on the same page. White connecting with Pelzer from the 27-yard line, bringing them all the way down inside the 5, inside the 10 actually. And here's White, a back to either side. They hand it off to Jones on the sweep, and he's in. Zamir Jones from a yard out. And we're all tied up at 6 with the extra point. The defense forcing the turnover. Anthony Merlino coming off the edge. The strip sack forcing that fumble. Recovered by Luke Spearnock, and the offense finding the end zone for the first time tonight. Here's Switek for the extra point. White for the hold. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is good. 35 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. Notre Dame now leads by 1, 7-6 the score in the final seconds of this opening half. Each team being able to take advantage of what their defense has set up for their offense. Allentown with a 4th down stop, putting them in favorable field distance, and then Notre Dame, the strip sack from Anthony Merlino, recovered by Spearnock, and the Irish take it from the Allentown 30 and find the end zone. The extra point good by Switek, and the Irish lead for the first time tonight by 1. Impressive stuff there, Rich, from the Irish offense.
Yeah, and I think that big throw from White on 4th down to keep the drive going, get him into the red zone, and then that toss to the right that drew the illegal I'm drawing a blank, but it was a
Illegal
penalty. And the
substitution,
one,
yeah.
the illegal substitution. That was big because they were able to get it inside the one. They were able to run it in. And right now, that extra point is the difference from this game being tied.
Guys, they're making room for us. Yes.
Swiatek coming on here to kick. 2 men deep to receive for Allentown. Swiatek blasts this one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 from the Allentown 20. That's where O'Rourke and the offense will set up shop. Tonight's game on WBCB presented to you by Hyundai of Trenton. Over 1,400 tariff-free cars ready to go at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Hyundai of Trenton hopes you enjoy tonight's game on the WBCB Sports Network. Allentown will take a knee. The final seconds here in the first half will tick off. A 7-6 score. As we head to the halftime locker room, Allentown trailing by 1, Notre Dame carrying some momentum here on the Redbirds senior night. As the Irish able to take advantage of Anthony Merlino's strip sack. A 30-yard drive from Dylan White in the offense, capped off by a Zamir Jones rushing touchdown. 7-6, Notre Dame leads. 1 half of football remaining here from Allentown High School. The Trentonian halftime show coming up here in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere. Notre Dame 7, Allentown 6 here on WBCB at the half.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs. For acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs. For acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hi, I'm Errol Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, I'm Errol Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs. For acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hi, I'm Errol Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs for acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs for acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
A 1-point game here at the half at Allentown High School. The Redbirds trailing the visiting Irish of Notre Dame 7-6. Notre Dame taking advantage of the strip sack forced by Anthony Merlino. The offense with great field position taking over from the Allentown 30 and marching in on a 2-yard sweep to Zamir Jones as the Irish take the field here in the second half and come back out. Allentown pretty fired up coming back out onto the field. And a lot of energy from this Redbirds defense that we saw in the first half, Rich. Able to keep the Notre Dame offense really under wraps until the field position was drastically flipped.
Yeah, and they've done a good job on Notre Dame's running game, and I felt like that, early on, they were covering Notre Dame's passing game pretty well up until that last drive, and it was very tight coverage as we throughout that first half. So I think Allentown is feeling pretty good. They've done a good job defensively. They've got the takeaway that resulted in their offense getting some points, and their defense has made some stops. But that last drive is something that I'm sure there was a lot of conversation at halftime. How do we kind of get to build on what we did well most of that half so that way we don't have it happen much of that second half? And really that's kind of it. I mean, but so far Allentown defensively, like you said, Mike, the takeaway they've done good. They've gotten some stops. Tight coverage has been a big part of it, and stopping the run's been a big part for them on Allentown.
Yeah, Notre Dame really has not been able, to get Jaden Davis going in this one tonight. Although Davis has had a handful of touches, just hasn't had the big pop, the big run that we're accustomed to seeing him having. Notre Dame on top 7-6, and the Irish did defer at the opening coin toss, so they will get possession to start the second half. Dylan White in the offense, a bit of rhythm heading into the halftime locker room. What did you like that you saw from them, Rich, and what do you like that you saw from them that you think they could potentially carry over here in half number 2?
I think what they did very well with Dylan White was they were able to get him with some design quarterback runs, and they were able to kind of get him some short passes to get him some easy completions to get him into better manageable downs, whether it's second and medium, third and short. I think they did a really good job of that. And then I think on that last drive before the half, that fourth down that he was able to convert, pass over the middle of the field, that was a good drive that you're seeing the accuracy, you're seeing him be poised and being able to make some good throws over the middle. And I think that if they can get him into some comfortable throws in the middle of the field and they can get that Jaden Davis going, that's going to be the balance that Notre Dame needs that we talked about in pregame, that they can kind of build on that half drive. Remember, they have the ball to start the second half, so if they can put together a second scoring drive, that could build off the momentum that they built in that first half.
At Notre Dame defensively, we mentioned the turnover force on the strip sack, but additionally, the success that they've had of late stopping the run game of Allentown's. A lot of crafty handoffs and misdirections with this Allentown run game, and it's been Dylan Bundick, Anthony Merlino, and that left side of the defensive part of the line that's really set the edge here for Notre Dame and has kept that run game under wraps.
Yeah, and I think that for the most part, the inside running game, Allentown's had a little bit of a challenge up until when they got going on the scoring drive. I think what Notre Dame's going to have to watch for is setting the edge. When Allentown gets the ball, mostly on that first play of the first drive, they're looking to get O'Rourke going right or the run's going right. So if they can set the edge on that one side, kind of force them to work the opposite way or bottle them up inside, that's kind of the start that Notre Dame will need defensively in the running game, to where their defense can get a play maybe for them to build off what they had going into their scoring drive to end the first half.
Moments away from half number 2 here between the Redbirds of Allentown High and the Irish of Notre Dame. Tonight's game on WBCB is brought to you by Jammer Doors and Windows, open in both Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and in Lawrence, New Jersey. 2480 Brunswick Pike, Business Route 1, opposite the Lawrence Shopping Center, and open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The temperature continues to dip. The cool chill continues to settle in. Third quarter action, moments away. Laurinaitis tees up the football at his own 40-yard line and prepares to send it into the direction of Max Pelzer and Jaden Davis, the two back to receive for Notre Dame.
And one point I didn't mention, Mike, right now was Notre Dame, the thing that stopped them has been those self-inflicted wounds. And they haven't been able to kind of sustain those drives that they would like. And if they could stop those self-inflicted wounds and stop stalling their drives and sustain them, that's going to be the difference, I think, for them in the second half.
Here's Zamir Jones taking it across the 30, stiff arms a man and looks for the edge. Turns it upfield at the 45 and swung out of bounds into the Redbirds bench. A strong return from Zamir Jones, and Notre Dame with some good field position here to start. Kick kind of popped up right inside the 25-yard line. Zamir Jones taking it all the way back to the 46 is where they're going to mark him officially. 1st and 10 for Notre Dame, and really good field position to start. Here is Dylan White in the pistol. Handoff Davis, up the middle he goes, and a strong carry. Jaden Davis finds his way forward, almost 9 on the ground. We'll see the official spot, but 2nd and short looming here. Irish go no huddle. They'll go back to Davis. He goes back up the middle. He's got the first down by a couple of yards. Brought down at the 41-yard line.
And already one difference I'm seeing in these first 2 plays, the offensive line of Notre Dame starting to open up a little bit of holes for Davis to kind of get those runs going, and that's exactly what they have to do to continue that positive yardage that's building right now, and hopefully for them, another scoring drive.
Shotgun snap, Play action, White keeps on the read. Here he goes up the middle, a flag is thrown. This one likely coming back as it was thrown right at the line of scrimmage. White with a strong carry up the middle, but I think it's gonna be negated, and it is.
Don't forget to lock the car. Chase, don't forget, Chase, we're wearing a blue uniform. Hold the bar right hand. And your pump-up buddy. Oh my God, I'm not getting pump buddy, I'm sorry. No. Chase, remember?
It does go against the Irish. It'll set them back quite a bit.
Don't forget blue shorts. I got my dad.
First down and forever to go for Notre Dame. An illegal chop block was called. So a huge loss on that penalty. And the self-inflicted wounds, again, as Rich alluded to not long ago. On the ground, it's Davis left side. Runs into a crowd and fights forward. About 4 on the ground that time. Second and long. White still in the pistol. Now moves Davis to his right in the gun. Low snap, bobble, Davis recovers. Fights up the middle. The flags come flying from every official on the field just about. And tough to see how this isn't against Notre Dame. It could not be though as well. Notre Dame thinking it was a face mask. And it is against Allentown. Wow. It looked like they might have gotten a holding call against Notre Dame, but it was actually a face mask. Quickly caught by all the officials down there. So that's a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. And this will make it second down and a bit more manageable for Notre Dame. A 15-yard penalty makes this second and about 5 to go. Notre Dame back into Allentown territory. The ball right around the 37. Irish hurry to the line. White takes the snap, back to Davis, right up the gut. Hits the hole aggressively. And he's got the first down. Irish staying no huddle, under 10 to play here in the third quarter. Just outside the red zone. White to Davis, left side. Not much going for him that time, as he does get past the line of scrimmage. And the near side judge saying a gain of 1. It's 2nd and 9. Give him 2, 2nd and 8. Pistol set again for Notre Dame. Davis now to the left. Notre Dame keeps it on the ground. Davis bounces it right side, turns it upfield, and finishes the carry. Flag comes in at the end of this run. And it looks like a hold against Notre Dame. It is. Another holding penalty called against Notre Dame.
All I gotta say is, I gotta take care of business, and then I guess we gotta get
A 10-yard loss on this play. Instead of 2nd and 8, it goes to 2nd down and 18. Well, should be 2nd and 18 if it was a holding call. Make it 2nd and 15. Here's White, looking deep. Left side has Camara. Too far out in front. Musa Camara all alone, and the Irish unable to connect for the second time tonight on what would have been a walk-in touchdown. Second target to Musa Camara. They have not been able to connect with him yet.
And it's been tough getting the ball to those wideouts. I mean, they've had a couple instances where it's been really tight coverage, man-to-man coverage, and then there's been times where it's just a little bit overthrown too much, and it's just being able – and they've had one completion on that fourth down, but it's just been tough all around for the receivers tonight for Notre Dame.
Third and long, going back to Camara. It's White, and this time it's incomplete again. Over Musa Camara's head, out of bounds. This is 4th and 15. The offense is staying on for the time being, but we see Notre Dame do this quite a bit on 4th down.
Let's go, let's go!
They keep the offense on. They take their time getting this play in. A little bit more pace this time around. 4th and 15. Here's White in the gun. Drops back, has time, throws right. Pass is caught by clock. Slips a man up the sideline and into the end zone. Dylan White to Joey Clock. And the Irish lead grows. White to Clock from 30-plus yards out. Good snap, good hold. Swiatek's kick is up and good. 8:15 remaining here in the third quarter, and Notre Dame leads this one 14-6. Another big 4th down conversion. The first one to Pelzer, the second one to Clock. Looked like he was going to be tackled well shy of the sticks and was able to evade 2 defenders to turn it upfield and find the end zone.
And Notre Dame taking advantage of that 2-for-1. Last drive to end the half, scored. First drive to open the half, scored. They took advantage of the back-to-back 2-for-1 opportunity there on scoring drives, and that's, looking back now, we're looking at this missed extra point being a difference between somebody having to go for 2 potentially if they tied it, besides just a straight-up touchdown and an extra point. We're looking at that missed extra point by Allentown a little bit differently now that Notre Dame has been able to take advantage of back-to-back scoring drives.
Tonight's game on WBCB presented by Haldeman Ford, celebrating their 50th year in business on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford, proud to sponsor tonight's game on WBCB. Swiatek, ball teed at the 40, sends this one booming and deep into the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 for Anthony O'Rourke in the Redbirds offense from their own 20. Trailing this one by 8. Rich, what do you think the Redbirds need to get going here on this drive? They had some success in the first half, getting that passing game going to get the field kind of spaced and opened up for them.
Yeah, they had the one deep shot down the right sideline, and then they had some runs that did work on the outside, but I think that when you look at what Notre Dame has seen in the first half, they know, okay, Allentown's working the edge on the play, on the run game. So now it's, can they get this passing game going, and how are they going to be able to do that? Well, we're going to need some big plays.
Pass is intercepted. Max Pelzer comes away with it. Looking the other way and tripped up at the 25-yard line. O'Rourke's pass intercepted by one of the wideouts for Notre Dame. Playing safety, it's Max Pelzer with the big takeaway.
And I think that's the first time I've said that they try to get a big play and then it ends up being a turnover. So there's a first for everything there. But that is Notre Dame. They couldn't have scripted a better start to the second half, Mike. I mean, an opening drive touchdown, And then the first play of Allentown's offensive drive, they get a pick that gets them in great field position once again. And Notre Dame right now is all gas, no break right now in the second half.
White screen pass to Camara. He's got it. Looking for some space, still on his feet, and finally dropped down. Give him about 2 on that play. Camara's first reception of the night, his 3rd target overall. Max Pelzer over there on the sideline, fired up with Dylan Bundick. As he comes away with the interception, Pelzer had his sights set on the end zone, but was tripped up before then. Here's Davis on the outside, and he's shoved out of bounds. Just shy of the 10-yard line, or excuse me, just shy of the 5, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. They'll mark him right around the 7, closer to the 8. White going no huddle. Irish in the pistol. Snap taken, back to Davis. Bounces it right side, cuts it back towards the middle, and tackled at the 4. Now the Irish with some substitutions here as they go to their heavy package inside the goal line. Kaz Kelly added onto the field. It's a sweep to Jones, and he's in again for a touchdown. Or is he? He reached for the goal line. They're going to mark him down at the 1. Jones thought he reached in. This is 3rd and goal now from the 1. Crowded backfield. White motions out, direct snap. Camara throws, pass is batted away, incomplete. Camara looked like he was going to keep it and try to muscle his way into the end zone. It was a jump pass play, and the Redbirds able to bat that one out of the air. Camara wanted a flag, but he's not getting one. It's 4th and goal from the 1. Now a big chance here for Allentown to come up with a stop.
This could be a big play for Allentown if they're able to get a stop that would stop a lot of high-riding Notre Dame momentum right now following the pick, and it's a game of inches it's been so far.
Camara back up the middle and into the end zone. Musa Camara from a yard out. And the Irish take advantage of another turnover forced by their defense. A 2-score lead for Notre Dame. Swiatek on for the extra point. White stays on for the hold. Good snap, good hold. Swiatek's kick is good. 6:20 left in the 3rd quarter. 21-6. Notre Dame in front of Allentown. Max Pelzer comes up with the interception around the Allentown 40-yard line, takes it down to around the 23, and the Irish cap off the drive with a Musa Camara direct snap. Run in from about a yard away.
And I'll say the big start for the second half for Notre Dame has been that offensive line. I mean, they have opened up holes for Davis. They've opened up holes to get their running game going, inside or outside. I think the big story for them is that offensive line opening up holes. That's how their ground game's been able to get going, and give credit to those big guys up front.
Notre Dame leads by 15. Swiatek with the ball teed up at the 40. Laurinaitis deep with Telmany. Booted deep, bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So Allentown again sets up shop from their own 20-yard line and trying to get the offense back on track after the turnover. Well, this Irish defense has presented a number of different looks throughout the year, but the success over these last couple of weeks seems like it's come when they've made this transition with rotating both Anthony Marlino in as a linebacker and as a edge rusher and container at times, and then having Max Pelzer as the high safety. A natural receiver, Pelzer able to kind of track the ball naturally. Direct snap, taken. And O'Rourke, it actually was a low snap handled. Anthony Marlino in on the stop. They give him 3 on the first down carry. Here's O'Rourke in the gun. Correction pistol. Handoff right side. Looks like Cunningham as he musters his way forward for a couple more. 3rd and short. O'Rourke wants to throw right side. Pass is incomplete. Intended for Says. Anthony Villarelli there on the coverage. 4th and short here. And this is risky. If Allentown keeps the offense on, now they're going to send the punt team out. 4th down and a long 2. Max Pelzer will be deep to receive. Laurinaitis will punt. Laurinaitis with time, a booming punt. Pelzer, fair catches at the 41. And again, decent field position to start here for the Notre Dame offense. The defense does their job, forces a punt here from Allentown, and Dylan White and this Notre Dame offense gets ready to come back out and trying to get back on track where they began this 3rd. Tonight's game presented to you by the Italian People's Bakery at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. And our player of the game interview can be found on our YouTube page following the conclusion of this broadcast, brought to you by the Italian People's Bakery. 1st and 10 for the Irish. White. Play action. Pressure. Rolls. Takes off. He's got some space. White stiff arms a man. Down inside the Allentown 40. Dylan White takes it from the Irish 41 all the way down to the Redbirds 37.
Jump up and down right now. Jump.
Gain of 22 on the carry. Here's Davis, loses the football, still loose. Who's got it? Allentown says they do. We'll see. The Redbirds come up with it, and it's a Notre Dame turnover, just what the Redbirds needed. After the strong run from Dylan White, they try to keep the ground game active, and the handoff to Jaden Davis quickly falls to the turf and recovered by Allentown. Pressure was there to meet him.
And that was the 5th fumble recovered by the Allentown defense so far this season.
Man in motion. Snap kept by O'Rourke. He's got space and finally tackled down across the 40 into Notre Dame territory near the 35. O'Rourke with a seam and taking advantage. A strong carry moves the sticks. Talmany in motion, screen pass left, it's complete. Looking for blockers on the left side, tripped up into the sideline out of play. And a strong gain, picking up a handful, maybe a couple more. Looks like almost 7 based on this spot. They'll give him 8. O'Rourke pitches right, it's Cunningham. Not much room, does fight his way across the line of scrimmage, it looks like, just by a hair. Villarelli, the first man to get there. This is 3rd and 1. 4 minutes and counting here in the third quarter. Pistol formation, O'Rourke. The handoff. Spinning outside, Cunningham. Tackled at the line by Conway. 4th down looming. And I think the Allentown offense is going to stay on here with the ball marked at the Notre Dame 30. Here's 4th down. Biggest test tonight for the Irish defense. O'Rourke. No, it's Cunningham, direct snap. He's got the first down by a yard. 1st and 10 for Allentown.
And Allentown going back to their bread and butter, their quarterback run game with O'Rourke. If not, it's going to be running with Cunningham. And so far, they're getting some very positive plays right now following the takeaway.
Bootleg left. Here's O'Rourke bouncing it back right. Tripped up right around the line of scrimmage. He does get past it for a gain of 2. 2nd and about 8. Luke Spearnock in on the stop. Give him 3 officially on the carry. It's 2nd down and 7. Empty set here for O'Rourke. Man in motion, it's Telmany. Delay, keeper. O'Rourke is met. Merlino, Batoni, and company getting there for the Irish. Nearing 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. This is 3rd down and 7. O'Rourke with a man in motion. Play action. Rolls left. Has pressure. Stuck. Alex Villarelli there on the tackle as he met O'Rourke. Minimal gain on the play. This is 4th down. Looks like about 6 to go. Empty set here for Allentown. O'Rourke. 2 receivers to either side. He'll bootleg right. Here comes the pressure. Throws. Pass incomplete. Flag comes in late. And this is going to be a penalty against Notre Dame. Pelzer is going to be called for hitting a defenseless receiver.
And it looked like as the time Pelzer was trying to jump for the ball, Mike, I think that's maybe what the flag is on. And it was a tough throw. I mean, it's towards the sideline, but it's tough because it's a 50-50 jump ball situation. And, ooh, this is – if it does stand, I mean, it's going to be a big, drive sustainer for Allentown.
Irish fans not a fan of that call. That'll move the sticks drastically. 1st down. And 10 to go, 11 to go from the 11-yard line. First down and 10 from the 11. O'Rourke, high snap. Feeds Cunningham, looking for space right side. Tripped up and falls forward. Gain of about 3 brings him down to about the 8-yard line, it looks like. Allentown might have gotten away with some movement there. Cunningham moved early before the snap came. O'Rourke able to take it forward for a gain of 3 as he's down at the 3. Excuse me, gain of 5. Cunningham, direct snap, keeps, bounces outside, ball is loose and out of bounds. The Notre Dame defense forcing another fumble. Cunningham slow to get up. Cunningham to his feet, but laboring his way over to the Allentown sideline. He's going to miss this play. Timeout down on the field. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. This is 4th down and about 2 yards to go here for Allentown.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Action set to resume. The biggest 4th down play of the game to this point. 20 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Notre Dame in front, 21-6. The ball placed right around the 3-yard line. And about 2 yards to the marker. Shotgun snap, O'Rourke throws left, intercepted! Garbolino down the sideline, cuts it back, still going and brought down. Dean Garbolino with a huge interception. 1st and 10, Notre Dame. That's our boyfriend!
And I'll tell you,
go ahead, Rich.
And I'll tell you what, Mike, the story of this third quarter, this Notre Dame defense, 2 takeaways, the big 4th down stop right there that staves what would be an Allentown touchdown and flips it. I mean, the offensive line and the defense for Notre Dame have been the story of this third quarter, and it's kind of how, you know, Notre Dame's taken advantage of just getting the takeaways and capitalizing it with their offense.
White bootleg left, throws, pass complete. Jaden Davis across the Allentown 40 and tackled inside the 35. Pass complete, it'll move the sticks. The quarter comes to a close. The Irish on top, 21-6. After the Dean Garbolino interception, the Irish offense now in Allentown territory. 1 quarter remains here from Allentown High School. 21-6, Notre Dame leads. If you missed any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. 12 minutes remain here in regulation. Notre Dame with a 1st down and 10 to go from the Allentown 35. Been a fun one tonight. If you're just joining us, Mike Warren alongside Rich Sale. Great to be with you. And here is Dylan White in the gun. Davis to his right. Pelzer in motion from right to left. White pass complete. It's Camara on the screen. Splits a couple defenders. Spins his way out of bounds. Another strong gain, this time for Musa Camara. About 15 on the screen pass, as he's tripped up at the 20-yard line out of bounds, 1st and 10.
And that's got to feel good for Musa Camara, because looking at that late first half drive, they had 2 targets to him that they just missed earlier in the game, and then he catches just a simple smoke screen pass and he works up the left sideline, and that's a good play. Just something simple, easy, let him make plays with yards after the catch, and it's good first down, good chain moving play for Notre Dame.
Jones in motion. White wants to throw that way. Jones caught! Touchdown! Dylan White to Zamir Jones. The Irish putting their foot down here tonight. Zamir Jones, his 5th touchdown of the season. Dylan White, the senior, taking advantage of great field position. Swiatek on for the extra point. Snap handled, kick is up, and it is good. 11:45 remaining in regulation. Notre Dame leading this one 28-6. Largest lead continues to grow for Notre Dame as they now lead by 22. Still a whole lot of time left in this one, but Rich, for Allentown, they got to get going quick.
Yeah, at this point, the best thing Allentown can do is just find something positive that they can build for this remaining 11:45 left in the game, and just find some positive things that they've done well. And I think that outside of their 1 scoring drive, they've tried to get some things going, but I think this is an important 11:45 for them to go to see what positive string of plays can we do. What are some things that we can carry in to finish the season to see, like, okay, is this working? Do we need to run more of this? And I think if they could find some positive plays that generate some big plays, or if it's something easy, just something for them that they can get positive yardage and being able to just take care of the ball, that's the main thing that they got to do for this 11:45. Just find something, plays, concepts, just anything that they can get going that would be a positive string of plays to at least generate maybe some points with the remaining time left in the game.
Notre Dame has been stopped on a 4th down tonight. They've also fumbled it just once, but you talk about the quarterback play over these last 2 weeks, and you have to talk about Dylan White. This senior has been thrusted into the starting position, and he has shined over these last 2 games. Here's Swiatek, a low-lining kick, takes a bounce off a Redbird, right around the 5. This is Telmany looking for space, spins, and is stacked up around the 15. Great coverage by the Irish kickoff team as Swiatek pins the Redbirds deep inside their own 20. They'll start at their own 15-yard line. 11:36 remaining. Tons of football action on WBCB tonight. Of course, we're here in Allentown. Some other games across the docket for you. Robbinsville and Trenton taking place on WBCB. And can't forget as well, across the river over in Bucks County, Neshaminy and Pennsbury. One of the best rivalries in Bucks County. Handoff up the middle. Looked like Cunningham on the carry as he finds his way forward, shy of the 20 at the 19. Villarelli and company combining on the stop. Correction, that was not Cunningham on the carry. Instead, it was Pena. As he comes out, Cunningham comes back in. 2nd and about 6. O'Rourke, pistol set. Play action. Has time. Steps up, rolls left. O'Rourke takes off, but not much room After getting past the line of scrimmage, he's near that first down marker. They're going to give him the first down. Spearnock combining on the stop with a number of the Irish defenders. Empty set. O'Rourke wants to throw. Here comes the pressure. Slips a man, slips another, rolls right, pass, almost intercepted. The sophomore phenom defensive back for this Irish defense, Jaden Williamson, was ready to walk in for his first pick six of his varsity career and his second interception in as many weeks. O'Rourke, 2nd and 10, rolling right, has time, flips it to Says, he's popped. That pass is incomplete. Joseph Conway did not allow Says to get his foot down. This is 3rd and 10, and an injury timeout taken down for Allentown. Clock stops, 10:06 to play here in the 4th quarter. Injury timeout down on the field. We'll be right back here on WBCB.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs for acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Action set to resume. Here's 3rd and 10. O'Rourke in the pistol. Low snap handled. Has pressure. Steps up. Bottled up and brought down. Sam Haig finishing the sack. Spearnock gets there first. As they combine, a flag is thrown on the play. But I guess it must have been picked up. Punt team coming on. 4th down and long here for Allentown. As Laurinaitis comes on to punt, Pelzer is back to receive. High snap handled by Laurinaitis. Punt nearly blocked by Justin McAddo. And a good bounce on this punt. Laurinaitis gets it to roll all the way towards the 38-yard line, right at the 37. Is where it will be placed. 1st and 10 for the Irish offense, looking to kill some of this time with 9:19 left in the 4th, leading by 22. The Irish winners of 2 of their last 3, looking to make it 3 of their last 4 and put an exclamation point on this one tonight against Allentown. Here's White with Davis, the back in the pistol. Camara at the top of the screen. Jones in motion. They hand it to Davis. Bursting up the middle. Here goes Davis. Swung down at the 40-yard line into Allentown territory. Gain of 23 from Davis. 1st and 10 for Notre Dame. Under 9 to play. Back to Davis, left side, has some blockers. Up the middle he goes. Still going is Davis, the senior. Finally swung down right before the 10 Looks like he'll be at the 13-yard line. Back-to-back carries producing first downs from Davis. Here go the Irish again. White floats, end zone. Pass is incomplete, intended for Musa Kamara. Laurinaitis on the coverage as he was there stride for stride. Clock stops, 8:17 to go, 2nd and 10. Pistol set, it's White. Moving Davis to his right now in the gun. Handoff, Davis, not much space, dancing and finds some. Moves his way forward and is tripped up around the 6. 3rd down, 4 to go. Jones, the man in motion. White to Davis, outside and in. Jaden Davis takes it in from a handful out. The Irish find the end zone again. And they really put their foot down here in this one. Jaden Davis finds the end zone on the ground. And coming on for the extra point is Sebastian Switek. High snap handled by White. Switek's kick is up and it is good. 35-6 the score, 7:38 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Notre Dame running away with this one here against the Allentown Redbirds.
Way to go, boys.
Started from their own 37, took it all the way.
Way to run the ball, Jaden.
63-yard drive capped off by Jaden Davis. A couple of carries of 20-plus yards for Davis on the drive. Only right that they let him finish it off there.
Yeah, and you could tell the goal of the second half on offense for Notre Dame was we got to feed Jaden Davis the ball. We got to open up holes in the running game for the offensive line, which they did, which allowed Davis to get those small yards at a clip to go from 2 to 4 to 6 to 8 to 10 to 12, and then you have your 2 20-yard runs where it just tires out the Allentown defense. And that was the goal for Notre Dame's offense in the second half, and you could see what it's translated to. And their ground game has taken full control over Allentown in the second half, and it's been a tale of that offensive line and their running game, Mike.
Laurinaitis back to receive. Allentown trailing 35-6. Edward Telmany back there as well. Switek will kick it away. The ball teed at the 40-yard line in the middle of the field. Switek sends one high and deep and into the end zone for another touchback. Switek has done a tremendous job tonight as well. These touchbacks, keeping the Allentown offense, they haven't really had great field position to start at all, especially here in the second half.
No, and a large part has been like the fact that they haven't been able to generate positive plays on first down that translate to better down and distances for them. And when they did have the one positive drive, it came down to that pick. It came down to that pick in the red zone on 4th down, and that was really the only positive drive Allentown's had. But for the most part, Allentown's offense struggling to kind of move the ball early on downs.
And Allentown trying to get the ball moving there through the air. It falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. For Notre Dame, 28 unanswered points in the second half. Just a 1-point game when we went to the halftime locker room. Give credit to the Irish defense setting the tone, the strip sack from Anthony Marlino. That really set the tone coming out of the halftime. O'Rourke with pressure, throws, hit as he throws, and it falls incomplete. Conway, Bundick, and company in on the pressure. 3rd and 10. For the Irish, the end of their season coming near, as is for several teams around Mercer County, but Notre Dame, a couple of regular season games left for them. They've got Red Bank Catholic coming up for them in just a little bit. O'Rourke, screen pass, swung left. Caught by Says. He lowers the shoulder and fights his way across the 25. He's going to be short of the first down marker. It's 4th and about 3. Of course, Allentown seeming like they're going to keep the offense on here. O'Rourke keeps, fights forward, and I think he's short of that first down marker. A turnover on downs forced by the Notre Dame defense. And that's been the storyline in this one. This Irish defense coming to form over these last handful of weeks. And here tonight, another strong performance.
Yeah, I mean, you had the strip sack that kind of flipped the game onto their terms to end the first half. And then you had the 2 takeaways to start the second half and then to end the third quarter. I mean, the story of that Notre Dame defense has been stopping Allentown's run game and getting those 2 takeaways. And they've dominated so far in the second half. And it's kind of been their story of who, and I said pregame, Mike, who could get the takeaways and the return game? Notre Dame's done that so far in the second half. And it's been the key difference from a 1-point game to now a Notre Dame convincing win right now.
And the Irish will get the reserves in here. Matt Roush comes in at quarterback to take over. Justin McAddo coming in as well as they hand it to McAddo on the ground. Fights his way forward, and the Irish here just trying to take as much time off the clock as they can. They'd love another score, of course, as a field goal or even a touchdown will have them up by 30, which would get the clock, the Mercy Rule clock rolling here, but still just a handful of minutes left in this one. Roush with a man in motion from left to right. Notre Dame keeps it on the ground. It's McAddo, right side. Stiff-arming defenders, turning it up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds. McAddo gets a couple. 3rd down and about 5. Stops the clock with 5:57 to go here in the 4th. Third and about 3. Roush in the pistol. Irish keep it on the ground. McAddo, he's got the first down and then some. They'll bring him down shy of the 10, right around the 12. And good for another Irish first down. So Notre Dame just 1 game left on their schedule. They head to Red Bank Catholic on Thursday next week at 7 o'clock. Sweep left side. A loss on the play of a couple. The carry that time is to Kaz Kelly. As we near 5 minutes to play in regulation. Roush hands off. Kelly gets back to the original line of scrimmage and a yard past it looks like, as he was Thrown down out of bounds. Clock stops, 4:39. Third and about 7 here for Notre Dame. Roush hands it off. Macado pushed out of bounds. It'll stop the clock and bring up 4th down. Fourth down for Notre Dame. And honestly, surprised they're not taking the field goal here. And now they are. Although Notre Dame's going to have to go quick. They did delay the decision there to get the field goal team on, so they're going to have to hustle out. Switek. This will be roughly a 20-yard field goal. Similar to the field goal he had in overtime last year. High snap, handled, kick is up, and it is good. 4:26 left in this one. 38-6, Notre Dame leads. Switek's extra point gives the Irish a 32-point advantage. It's been all Notre Dame here in the second half. They now have 31 unanswered points. This defense came out on a mission after giving up the first score of the game. They've shut the door since. They've forced a number of turnovers and have given this offense an abundance of great starting field position here in this one tonight. The Irish well on their way to victory number 4 here on the season, and a chance to finish the year at 500 next week as they travel to Red Bank Catholic for the season finale. Switek tees it up at the 40. 2 men will be back to receive for the Allentown Redbirds, Laurinaitis and Telmany. 4:26 left to play. Another booming kick from Switek. Telmany lets it bounce and roll into the end zone for the touchback. Another touchback off the foot of Switek. 1st and 10 from their own 20 for Allentown. Just 4:26 left to play. Our high school coverage does not stop. The weekend continues on WVCB. Tomorrow morning we've got high school soccer for you. The CVC tournament begins here on WVCB. A doubleheader at Notre Dame. We'll have both Notre Dame girls and boys soccer action for you. And then in the morning at 10 a.m., we've got Steinert traveling to Lawrence. I'll be on the call for that one tomorrow. Pitch left. It's Pena on the carry. Not much room for him there as he's bottled up. Just does get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. Say he loses a half yard. It's 2nd and 10. So for the 5th straight week, Allentown struggles to kind of get things going offensively. And the trend continues with them just being able to score 1 touchdown. Trying to change that here on this drive. They give it up the middle, keeping it on the ground here. A gain of about 4, make it 5. 3rd down. And about 5 to go, and an injury timeout down on the field. 3:45 left here in the 4th quarter. We'll step aside. An injured Redbird down on the field. 38-6, Notre Dame leading this one here on WVCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like Stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Action set to resume. After the injury timeout, it's 3rd down and 7. O'Rourke drops back, throws deep left, pass incomplete. And a late flag comes in again. Wow, they call pass interference on that one. A ball that was sailed over the intended receiver's hands well into the sideline. Keeps the drive going. 1st and 10 after the 15-yard penalty that'll be assessed against Notre Dame. And it moves the Redbirds closer to the 40-yard line, right around the 37. 1st and 10. O'Rourke hands it off. Strong carry up the middle. It's Pena. Four-yard carry on the play from Pena. 2nd down. O'Rourke throwing left side. Pass is caught by Says. A strong run, barreling his way across the 50. Tackled down at the 45. Another 1st down on the completed pass from O'Rourke to Says. O'Rourke with Says in motion from right to left. Drops back. Pressure comes. Rolls left. Throws. Bobbled. And incomplete. 2nd down. Dropping back, Rourke rolling right, pressure comes, hit as he throws, ball's loose! Haig taking it back, but they say it was incomplete. I don't know about that one at all.
No.
His arm was not coming forward. That should have been a scoop and score for the Notre Dame defense. I really don't know about that call. That really is not the right call.
No.
It was Ryan Lushball actually coming up with the turnover, what should have been a turnover. Yeah, not the best call you'll see. That was pretty clear as day, a fumble. Great credit on the rush that time on the strip sack. Looked like number 41, Caden Oro, getting in there. Says in motion, O'Rourke takes the snap. Here comes the blitz. Up the middle. Taking off. And finally tackled out of bounds. And a flag comes in at the end. Personal foul against the Irish. Another penalty aids this drive here for Allentown. 1st and 10 as they move closer to the Notre Dame red zone. Take it from the 23. Under 2 minutes to play, 1:52. O'Rourke with a man in motion, it's Pena. They give it to him on the sweep. Looking for the corner, but he's drugged down. Kaz Kelly there for the loss. Second down and 12. Final 90 seconds in this one. Notre Dame trying to come up with 2 more stops. O'Rourke drops back, play action, throws, incomplete. For as many flags as we've seen thrown late in this one against the Irish, Allentown got away with multiple holds on that pressure there from the Irish defense. Clock stops, 1:04 to play here in the 4th quarter. This is 3rd and 12. Redbirds going no huddle. O'Rourke with Pena to his left. He motions him up to the line. Dropping back, here comes a blitz. Oro brings the pressure, pass is caught. And he'll keep the clock running as he stays in bounds. 4th down and roughly 6 to go, almost 7. That should just about do it in this one. They will have to snap it one more time, Allentown. But they're more than content letting time tick off. Oh, wow, and a timeout called by Allentown. 33 seconds to go. 4th and 7, looming. We'll be right back here on WBCB. Final seconds here in the 4th quarter. Allentown out of the timeout. It's 4th down. O'Rourke looking left. Pressure comes. Kelly from behind. Kaz Kelly with the 4th down sack. And that's going to do it in this one. The Irish can go in victory formation and take a knee down for their 2nd consecutive victory and their 3rd in 4 weeks. Notre Dame will improve to 4-5 on the season. Allentown falls to 1-8 on the year. The Irish victorious by a final of 38-6 here on the WBCB Sports Network. Tonight's game presented to you by Team Toyota, Revere Restaurant, Notre Dame High School, NJEA, Kessel Dermatology, the Capital Health System, Haldeman Ford, the Trentonian, the Italian People's Bakery, Jammer Doors, Hyundai of Trenton, all proud to bring you tonight's coverage here on the WBCB Sports Network. Colin Sommer produced tonight's stream. Rich Sale did our camera work and our color commentary. My name is Mike Warren saying one final time here from Allentown, the final score, Notre Dame 38, Allentown 6. Anthony Merlino is our Italian People's Bakery Player of the Game. You can find that interview on our YouTube page and Instagram page as well following the conclusion of this broadcast. The high school sports coverage continues tomorrow morning beginning at 10 o'clock here on WBCB. We hope you tune in. Until we talk to you then, have a great night, everybody. Mike Warren saying so long for now here on WBCB.